Welcome to another edition of the weekly download. I am Mitchell Dumlao, and I am very excited about today's stream because I'm really going to be talking a lot about how to pitch for brands. And the thing about pitching to brands is that it's really fun and everything about it is cool. I think the best thing about pitching to brands is that it also helps you pitch to other types of team members too. Like if you the thing is about sales is that you use sales every day of your life. You actually use sales when you go to the grocery store and you're trying to tell somebody what you do for a living, or like let's do something else. If you're trying to get someone, you're trying to convince someone of something. Let's saying you're trying to go on a date. That's sales. You're trying to get a better deal on a car. That's sales. If you are on the phone negotiating a rate for an Airbnb or lower interest interest on your credit card, that's sales. So why this is important is that as a creative, you also need to sell your project to other creatives, right? Because you want to be able to build teams. On top of building teams, you want to get investors so they can invest into your actual project. And that's why, honestly, today's whole video about pitching to brands is also going to help you with pitching to team members and pitching to investors. And so with today's stream, we'll talk about how to pitch to brands. It's going to be really good for you too when you're pitching to production companies for movies. If you're a filmmaker out there and you are pitching to trying to pitch your script or try to pitch your idea into a development or to a writer to write your script to get into production, you need to know about sales. And so I learned a lot of this as I was growing as a videographer, and I was selling my ideas and my services to brands and companies and small businesses in Los Angeles. And it really started out with what their goals were. And it always comes down to people will invest in you as a videographer and a creator if you're able to, get the results they want, B, also make them look good, and then C, that they are going to be trusting you with a lot of the processes and you make it easy for them. So if you can make it easy for them and you can make them look good with a great video, at the same time get the results you want, they're going to most likely want to hire you. And so really know the brand's goals. So asking a brand what their goals are, it's part of the discovery process. And there could be you first meeting someone in a room, networking event, and asking them about what is your company, what do you guys do? Great. Have you thought about video content? Amazing. So have you invested in video content before? Gotcha. If you were to invest in video content, what kind of videos would you invest in? And then from there, you're doing a discovery call. You're discovering more about the person. You're qualifying them too, which means you got to make sure that they're actually going to have the money and also the type of business that's going to really connect with your business. And so when it all comes down to goals, as you start doing the small talk in the beginning, you ask people, I actually asked the brand during the discovery call, is like, what are your goals for the year? What's your goal for the next couple of months or for the year or overall? And how much of a game changer would those goals be? And how much of a need would you need to reach these goals? Because when you are able to know what a brand or company or business's goals are, then you're able to create a video that would actually help them reach those goals. Sometimes if their goals are sales, but they just want a video to look cool on Instagram, that's great. Their goal is to look cool on Instagram. And there's nothing wrong with that. That means that, okay, I don't have to create a sales video. I'm going to make some really cool creative video because I'm trying to make them as cool on Instagram as they wanted that. And so knowing the brand's goals, also their challenges, helps out a lot. So what challenges have they been through before, let's say hiring a videographer or a production company or an agency that they want to skip with you? Whether it's, the videographer they had before didn't give them enough revisions, the agency never listened to them and they delivered too late, and then maybe the production company was too expensive. And so those challenges, if you know those are challenges, then you get to come in and actually compete with those other companies and also say that you can meet those challenges and be the solution and actually help them actually have a faster turnaround. You're not that expensive and you can trust them. You have great communication and you deliver on time. And then the next thing you should do is that you should look to what they've created before and what they've invested in. So look on their Instagram, their YouTube, and Facebook and see what a brand has done before so that you can see if they actually have the type of videos that would align with you. If they're creating unboxing videos and you want to create music videos, maybe this isn't the right connection or the right alignment or the right working relationship. So I think that doing a lot of studying on a brand before you even pitch to them or after the discovery It's a really great way for you to see if you're going to align and also they're going to buy your pitch. So look into their Instagram, look at their YouTube, and also see what they've invested in before. Have they invested in commercials or a digital ad or in influencers? See what influencers they've invested in. What kind of videos are on their feeds that you can also check in Facebook ad library. What have they invested in before? And then now you can use it in two ways. Make more of the same or challenge that to see if they want something new and different to get better results. But at least when someone knows that you've been doing research on them, that means that you care. And every time I pitch to a brand, I tell them, I looked on your YouTube channel, I looked on your Instagram and your Facebook, and I'll notice that you didn't have that many videos, or you had great videos, but you're missing this type of videos. I feel like you should do this, 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 and this. And an idea from my mind will be doing this, this, and this, and this. So you can basically achieve your goals, meet your challenges, and solve them at the same time. Create this new vision that you have based on research. And that's another thing too, is that you should also know what the competitors and industry leaders are doing for that brand. So what are the competitors doing in that industry? What are the industry leaders doing in that industry? And then that also helps you with ideas. So you are going into the food and beverage industry and you are a wedding videographer. Look into the food and beverage industry and go on Google and look up top 10 brands, food and beverage brands. It could be Coca-Cola, and you have Frito-Lay and all these really big brands, but still it's great. Because you can go into their websites, you can go on their Instagrams or YouTubes and see what they're creating. Now, if you want to see what's trending, you can start looking at hashtags. And also you can start looking at blogs for like best ads of. And also if you just are in the game and you know what's on Instagram and what's popular, it's also good for you to network with other videographers to see what is really trending out there. And also following people online to see who is reposting who and what is really trending in that industry. And so looking at the industry leaders and the competitors helps you also create a really good pitch, an idea for a brand. And then look into the mission, the background, the values of the company. And this could be on their website. And so let's say you had the discovery call. You can ask them a little bit about their mission and the background and the values. Or you can do it before you get on a call. You can see it on their website. It's usually in their About Us page. And you can see that they're all about sustainability, or they're all about fair trade, or they're all about helping minority business owners, whatever it is. Knowing their mission and their background and values really helps you kind of like touch on their heartstrings and tug on their heartstrings and really speak to them from a more personal point of view. And also you align with their values, you'll be able to pitch them not everything that you want, but they'll be able to see you more than just a price. They'll see you as someone that really aligns with their future, rather than, okay, they're just another videographer or video creator. I can just find someone cheaper. When you find ways to align with what they truly stand for, you're going to start creating a more long-term relationship as well. Plus, you're going to be creating a video, or you can pitch a video that really helps them build their tribe, build their community, and aligns with everything they believe with. And so another thing to do, for a pitch, this is all before a pitch, is thinking about how would the brand actually like to look on different platforms. So different platforms have different types of videos. So YouTube videos are a bit long form. Facebook is more for ads, I would say, to tell you the truth. And then Instagram is like 1 minute and below. And then you have stories, and also TikTok, which is around 15 seconds, but now it's about 1 minute. But you have 15-second ads and 30-second spots. You have these different platforms. So it's kind of coming up with a content strategy. And I've talked about content strategy on my channel all the time. But having this is really great. Having the content strategy in mind is a really great way to separate yourself from other creators. Because other creators don't have that digital marketing business mindset. And this actually gives you the upper hand, because you are actually coming in as a marketing consultant and a creator, which is going to help them make their job easier. Again, make their job easier. And so as you know all this stuff, all these different things, and you're taking down notes, and you have all this research, you start building your pitch. And to get ideas, like I said, you get look at the industry and the competitors, industry leaders, look at keywords, look at hashtags, look at blogs, look at what's trending, look on iSpot TV, look what the commercials are being made, and also look at what your voice is. So they might hire you for who you are. Let's say this is a video creator you're a YouTube creator and somebody wants to hire you, brand wants to hire you, and you get to pitch your idea, and it's based on your audience. Then from this point, yeah, it's great to know their goals and their mission and their values and anything. Also, you have to look at their audience in your current videos and your current style, and then see if you can create something that's going to keep your audience, but also help the brand reach their goals and also look great and cool in front of your audience. So there's a compromise there. But for everyone else who is just pitching to a brand to get a job or to get invested, to someone to invest into their project or whatever it is, trying to just get work, it's all about like looking at all of these different types of research and then seeing what your voice is, what makes you unique, and then looking at what's trending and then finding out how you can attach your voice to what's trending, and then all these different things of the brand's goals, challenges, mission, background, values, and their target audience. Also know what the target audience is. So look into the target audience and the people that they have on their different social media platforms. And when you make when you're part of the discovery phase, you also ask them, what is your target audience? And so this really helps out with your idea in your ideation, in your creation of ideas by looking into different platforms, see what's trending for different demographics. And this really gets granular because then now you've got all this information of what the brand wants ultimately. And also for you, how does your voice fit in? Because you need to stand out from everybody else. And so to help you with that pitch, you want something that's visual. I mean, they're coming to you for visuals because you're a visual creator. So have a pitch deck ready or a treatment or a mood board. And this could be a Google slide or a PowerPoint, however you want, a Canva. And then you can have different slides with so if the music video, this is how I've seen it before, where you can have the scenes laid out as an outline with picture references or image references. Let's say it's for a brand, it's an RFP or a request for proposal, and you are trying to pitch for this open call, have your own voice by creating a pitch deck. Right? And you have some visuals with some reference videos maybe. But let's say it's just a small brand or a small business. It's great to have a mood board or some type of pitch deck or reference videos. Reference videos are very easy for me. I like reference videos because it's straight to the point. You can just say, I know you're a food and beverage company, you're a food company, so I want to make it kind of like these McDonald's videos, but then based on what you want to target 25 to 35-year-olds who are skaters and they love to party, whatever it is. Then you kind of combine those two and you create a pitch. And what I actually do is that when you create these pitch decks, you look on Google Slides, then you go into Google Images, you can also go into Unsplash, and you can create these visual references. And it's really great because you can, at the end of these images, you can also do reference videos, and it's like a total package. And when you do pitch, focus on the story and the characters. So this is mostly for my TV feature film pitching days. And for TV, you pitch the character. Filmmaking, you pitch the story. And so when it comes to brands, it's a little bit more about the story these days. And the character, yes, depending on what type of video it is. No, it's really hard these days because you have branded content that can be 5-10 minutes long, and it could be a whole piece on an athlete that uses a certain Nike shoe, and it's a whole mini documentary about how they use that shoe to reach their dreams. And so that's different because you also have spots like broadcast commercials, 15-second, 30-second spots. And with these, you're going to find that it's all about creating the story behind the selling of this product. Like what was the problem in the beginning, and then what is the solution, and what's the CTA? How do you get this thing? Or what's the character that's experiencing the problem that this product is supposed to solve? And then at the end, what's the theme or meaning behind the video? And there's different ways you can do this, but with these type of spots, think about that story. What is that arc? What's that character arc? What's that change? What's that story arc? And it's going to really help you a lot. And keep it short and sweet. So visual, have a story, short and sweet. If you have characters, talk about the character and what makes them so interesting. And then from that point, it's really telling them how the process will be. And I like to do this a lot because I can pitch my ideas all day, but if they ask you, so how are you going to do it? and you have no idea how much it's going to cost or how you're going to get these visual effects done or actually how to get this team together, it's all for naught, because then it looks like you're unprepared. Just depending on like what type of resources you have, but I like to come in it as a one-stop shop and just an army in one. And so what I like to do is that you pitch the idea and you tell them, and these shots are going to be done with this DP. I've got this visual effects crew. I've got this, I've got these influencers that I can bring on board as well. They have this many followers. They could probably post about it so you can get views already. And then the way it's going to work is that, we'll have an onboarding call, and then 3 days later you send me the product, and then 3 days later we're going to cast. We're going to send you the document with all the casting. You're going to approve, and then from there we're going to send you the Airbnbs we're going to shoot at. Then you approve. Then after that we'll handle the casting and the location and the staff and the crew and the equipment and everything. And all you have to do is just approve along the way, and then you can come on set. If you come on set, we're going to have a storyboard for you. We're going to have a treatment for you so you can approve everything before we go. And you can be, part of the creation process. Afterwards, when we are creating the product and we're editing, we can send you the videos. You can have unlimited notes. And then from there, you can let us know what kind of versions you want. Square, vertical, horizontal, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever it is, we'll give you all of that. And so we're going to make this easy for you as much as possible. From the day of the onboarding call to final delivery, we can say 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or a month if there are long, there's any problems along the way, or the notes take a long time, or we need to do reshoots. So in that right there, I just laid down the whole plan. And it's easier for someone who's on the marketing side or a business side to see that as, okay, this person has their stuff together, okay? They're able to tell me what's going to happen from beginning to end. I have more trust in the process. And from that point, it'll be like, what have you done before? Who have you worked with? Blah, 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 blah. And that's when you come in with any testimonials or case studies that you have, or you have your own idea of like how to pitch yourself from there. And then it's a whole sales pitch about you. And I also feel that when it comes down to the pitching to brands, also asking questions as well. Keep asking questions. Keep discovering. Ask them, is this something that you agree with? Is it something that aligns with your goals, your challenges, and also your mission and vision and your values? Ask them questions about, is this something that you can see happening this year, in the next month? Is this a pressing need? Or you can actually just ask questions to know more about the brand and the company. Is this closer to what you would really want? So just be very interactive, be engaging, and have them also be part of the creative process, and also be respectful for people and their teams. And if it's a marketing team and they want to have their own ideas, you're just like, no sweat. I can just take your ideas and execute. And it all depends on the client. They want you to make the ideas, or if you are just going to be executing the marketing team or the creative team's ideas. So anyways, that right there is how I like to pitch to brands. Really involves a lot of research, really involves a lot of hand-holding, and also just making it as simple as possible for them to see the visuals, for them to know the process, and also to know what the results are going to be. So hopefully that was helpful. Again, if you have any questions, email me at mitchell@videoccontentschool.com, or leave a comment below. And remember to like, share, and comment, and let anyone know who you think would find this helpful. All right. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week.